You may remember Sonia Satra from her days on Guiding Light as Lucy Spaulding, or perhaps even from her days on One Life to Live as Nurse Barbara Graham. But now that soaps have kind of faded out of the picture, she's had to take on a different role, and she started a brand new exercise regime called Moticise, which is motivational exercise. Sonia, welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Can you tell us a little bit about what Moticise is?
Sure. It's an exercise program, but what makes it different is that it integrates mindset tools. So while you're doing a cardio interval exercise program, you're actually guided through a process that includes visualization and goal setting and affirmations. So it's kind of like having a life coach and a fitness trainer all in one.
Two for the price of one. That's great. So how did you get involved in that? Was this something that you've created from the ground floor up?
I did, yeah. I actually had started doing these women's empowerment adventures a couple years ago, and that was doing a workshop, a life coaching workshop with a theme and tying it to an adventure. So we would start with climbing the wall of your life and then go climb a wall, or finding flow, and we kayak to the Statue of Liberty, like that. So I was already in some ways integrating the idea or using the idea of a theme, a workshop with an exercise component. And one day when I was just running on the treadmill watching really negative morning news, I thought, this is just not very inspiring. There's got to be a better way. And I had wished I had my vision board in front of me, or something that would make me watch or think of something different or be guided through something. And that was really the day that I came up with the idea of, well, what if I created something where you're actually guided through a process, so you can visualize, you can create the goals that you really want while you're exercising. And that was the day. It was really motivational exercise, so that's the moti and the size.
Right.
That was when I came up with it.
So were you doing these workshops while you were working as an actress on the soaps?
I didn't. I started to do the workshops after the soaps. I did a lot of adventures when I was on the soaps. I was always very adventurous. In fact, with Justin Dees, who played Buzz, my dad, we went skydiving. So I was always really into that kind of thing. But it was actually when I was on a bit of a hiatus and I got pregnant, I decided to get a life coaching certification. I'd always been interested in mindset. I'd always had a life coach myself and found it to be so valuable. And after the birth of my daughter, I just felt so grateful for this incredible gift that I had been given. I just wanted to give back, and I wanted to help people. I wanted to make a difference in people's lives, and that was when I really actively started to life coach.
Now, who is it that you would say has been that motivational force for you over the years?
I think it's been a variety of people. I first sort of foray into the motivational world was through Tony Robbins. You know, I watched that infomercial late night and bought his stuff, and I really liked it. And I actually trained with his head trainer, Joseph McClendon, who's also an incredible motivational speaker and person. And we became friends years later, and I think he's been a huge influence in both my coaching and in my mindset and in my whole life in terms of being a motivational factor.
So were you always
teacher?
Yeah. So were you always into the fitness aspect of things, even going through high school and on?
I was. I joined a gym. I remember going in. We had a coupon to some ladies' gym, and I wanted to join. And my mom's like, well, if you want to put your newspaper money into your membership, I'll pay the other half. So I did, and I joined. I was super active, and then in college I started teaching aerobics and continued doing that.
And I can tell, Mom, it all paid off.
In my early days of acting.
It's all paid off, so that's good. Now, tell me a little bit more about the program. So how do you find that it really differs? Or are you integrating, I was watching a bit of it last night, so it's very active, you keep it light and fun, and what type of exercises are you really pulling into that program?
Well, you're doing a cardio program, so you are doing some aerobics and plyometrics type of exercises. So you're definitely getting your heart rate out, you're getting a great workout, If you're interested in losing weight, you can do it that way, or toning. That will definitely help you in that area. But what I think is really different is that if there is a process that you're guided through, you're prompted with questions. You choose a goal, one single goal, and with that, you work on it from different angles. So we'll step into the future. Well, what is it if you've already achieved it? Because we know that the body doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's real. So by imagining it, you're actually training your mind and your body for the real thing. So we start with that, and it also sets you into that perspective of seeing things from a place of victory, which makes you more resourceful when you feel good. And then we'll go back and we'll look at, well, what do you have in place already to make this goal happen? We often look at what we don't have, and so it's important to really, take stock in what you do have, and then what do you need, and then what is stopping you? What are those stories, those beliefs that you throw out there, or excuses that are keeping you from really moving forward? We do a belief burning thing where we get them out, and then from a clean slate, what's an action you can take? And then we actually visualize you doing that action. And then choose a second one so that you walk away with action items. And then we have a fun boxing affirmation where you get into the ring of life. When it gets messy and obstacles come up and you're distracted, how do you stay focused? How do you stay the course? And we do that in that section. So you don't usually do that in an exercise program, but here you do, so that you really walk away feeling incredibly motivated. You have some very firm action items to go do, and I find it activates a lot of ideas that you wouldn't normally come up with. I believe that we all have the answers within, and it's a matter of releasing them and letting them out, and this is a really powerful way to do that.
So this is really activating you, not just when you're doing your workout, but it's activating your life afterward.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was going to say probably even more so.
Yeah.
People who hate working out love this because they're like, I'm not really even thinking about working out. I'm not counting reps. I'm not counting how many seconds I have to do this exercise. They're like, I'm actually thinking about something that is inspiring and something that I want to do and something that makes me excited. And that energy feeds the workout as well. So it's a win-win.
So in addition to doing the DVD, are you also working with personal clients on the side? Is that part of what you're doing now?
I work with personal life coaching clients, and yes, I'm integrating the fitness side of that as well. And we're also doing pop-up events throughout the city and in different cities around the country, and we're also looking to build a retreat for next year.
Now, you sound so excited about this program, which is wonderful to hear, but I'm just wondering, how was the evolution from becoming a soap actress to this job? How did that happen? And do you find that you're more excited now about your current project?
Yeah, I think it was a slow evolution, really. I mean, I started with the life coaching, and I was life coaching and still acting. And then I felt like, and then I also learned, speaking as a profession, you can do that too. And it seemed to be a nice bridge between the acting and the life coaching. So I started to do a lot of speaking and a lot of life coaching. And it was really rewarding. I really felt for the first time I actually loved something as much, if not more, than acting, and to see people achieve their goals and to break through barriers and to really become who they want to become. I do get excited about that. I love that.
I can tell.
And so that was really wonderful. And then taking this to a whole another level, I've always been into the mind-body connection. And I think this is just a culmination of everything that I've always done. I use the mind-body for acting, both as an actress and also to pursue acting, to stay motivated and to stay positive. So I've used all those tools, and I've loved exercise, and I love achieving, and this is sort of a way to do it all in one.
Well, Sonia, thank you so much for joining us today. I know we're about out of time, but I love how motivating you are just to talk to, and it's great to meet inspiring people. Thank you for what you're doing.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure.
Yes, you too. Have a great day. And also, for more information about this, our listeners can go to, is it Moticise.com?
Yes, Moticise.com, and you can also get a free download there of a guided visualization and ebook. We're also on Twitter at Sonia Satra and Facebook, Sonia Satra Moticise. And yeah, so come check us out.
We'd
love to connect with you.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.